Hello learners, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. I am here to help you learn the English grammar and punctuation. I already made an introductory video where I discussed the topic sentences, and in today's video I'll be continuing with the classification of sentences. But before that I would like to discuss something that I already did in the last class, so it's a short revision. What is a sentence? A sentence is a set of words that makes complete sense or group of words that completes an idea grammatically. Every sentence has a subject and predicate. It is the presence of subject and predicate which makes the sentence sound complete. Every sentence completes with a full stop, question mark and exclamation point. Next we have is example of sentences. In each of the following examples, we can see that it either ends with a full stop, question mark or exclamation point. It was again discussed in the last class. Next, what we had is types of sentences. I told you all that sentences are classified into two different categories. Under classification 1 we have declarative, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory. Under classification 2 we have affirmative, negative, interrogative and negative interrogative. So let's get started with the classification 1. The first we have is declarative sentence. Sentences used to make statements is called as declarative sentence. It ends with a full stop. The function is it either tells us or declares us something. For example, we have I love chocolates. This is my favorite book. This is my doll. Reena loves her dog. In all the above sentences, we can find that it's either telling or declaring us something, whether it is about the love for my chocolates, my favorite book, my doll, or Reena who loves her dog. Next, what we have is interrogative sentence. A sentence that is made of a question is called as interrogative sentence. So the function of interrogative sentence is it raises a question, or you can say it asks us a question, and so it ends with a question mark. For example, do you live near the shop? Have you completed your work? When will the class begin? Where have you been? Next we have is imperative sentence. What is an imperative sentence? A sentence that commands us or requests us to do something is called as imperative sentence. It ends with an exclamation point or a full stop. So the function is it tells or requests us to do something. For example, stop. A car is coming. Don't move. Please close the books. Wash your hands and then eat. Here we can see that in each one of them, it's either requested or commanded us to do something, and that's how imperative sentences work. Then we have exclamatory sentence. What is an exclamatory sentence? A sentence that expresses great emotions is called as exclamatory sentence. It ends with an exclamation point. The function is it expresses surprise. What a flower! What a beautiful painting it was! How exciting the journey was! What a liar! We can see that all the sentences ends with an exclamation point, and each one of them have expressed surprise. Coming to the classification 2, we have affirmative sentence. What is an affirmative sentence? You might have known something known as affirmations. Well, it is something that comes with affirmative sentence. Now, what is an affirmative sentence? A gesture or statement where you agree with someone or certain fact. It is considered to be a positive statement. For example, we live in India, that's true. China is the fastest growing economy. I have completed this book. Water is a universal solvent. In all this example, we agree with the facts, and so it's affirmative. Next we have is negative sentences. It is nothing short of negative as we know in our regular lives. Rather, it is just the presence of the word not that makes it negative. Negative sentences are typically formed by adding the word not after the helping verbs. What are the helping verbs? Is, are, was, were, can, has, will, may, shall, did. all of them are considered as helping verbs. For example, we have she is not a student. Priya will not play chess. She may not come to the class. They are not Americans. So we can see that just the presence of not makes all the sentence negative. Next we have is interrogative. We already read about interrogative sentence which raises a question, of course, but here it is in the positive terms. The definition remains the same. An interrogative statement is the one that asks us a question. It ends with a question mark. It is positive in nature. For example, where is your notebook? How have you been? Who is the person with you? What was the price of the board? These examples are in the positive form, whereas in negative interrogative, these comes with a usage of not. A negative interrogative sentence is the one that asks us a question using not. It ends with a question mark. Why haven't you started studying? Who isn't interested? Aren't you going for a vacation? Didn't you see Misha today? So here we can see that there is a presence of not in each one of them. So that is it. That is how we can consider them as negative interrogatives, negative questions. It's nothing short of negative, but then the presence of not makes the interrogative turn into negative interrogatives. So that's all for today. I hope that it really helped you with learning this topic well. In my upcoming videos, I'll be doing a lot more with the grammar and punctuation and complete set of English language, of course. So I request all of you to stay connected and learn more. Do not forget to like, subscribe and share my channel. Have a nice day or night whenever you are watching. Bye.